working out, you just got to do that last one. We had a student who moved from Virginia to Elizabeth City and went to high school, and like they went Vogue going up crazy. Like the nigga was like, oh, this nigga Vogue Icy. Like I never knew who he was, but like we followed, bro. You feel me? It's Virginia. We always looked at Virginia as that. You know what I'm saying? So
as that what?
That like it's like coming from Elizabeth City, like Virginia's the shit.
Really?
It ain't Atlanta. But it's the shit. I sent the Spin Bout You beat to his number. He replied. He didn't reply, but I would keep sending beats. I sent the beat again for the second time. I resent the beat again. He replied just like, oh my God.
That's all he said? Did he say OMG or oh
OMG.
my God?
OMG.
Oh my God.
In the beginning, it was about money for me. Like, I swear, when I said I was fucking 17, I sat down with Tay Keith and my manager before they were my manager, and it was like, why do you do this? I said, for the money. I was saying, oh yeah, you go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I don't know what I was about to say. I kind of just went to a dead end.
That's okay. So my top 3 songs by you. Well, we'll get to that. So a lot of people know you of like your newer fans as a producer. Mm-hmm. You've had a lot of great placements. You've been moving around. You moved to Atlanta from Elizabeth City. Are you still living in Atlanta? Are you back to Elizabeth City?
I'm back in North Carolina. Yeah.
Back in North Carolina, which I do want to get to like how your experience was in Atlanta and all that. You've been producing for like 10 years. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about your career so far? How do you feel about your own music? Like, what's next with that? Like, do you think you've figured out a way to leverage these production placements and these new connections you made, like, to level up your own music?
How I feel about my career? I'm proud of everything I've done. I will say this, though. I will say never in my life, I tell a lot of people this shit, never in my life I can honestly say I locked the fuck in and like, you know how some shit be hard? You ever wanted to not do a podcast one day or quit this shit and you kept going? Like I never had, or like you working out, you just got to do that last one. Never, in beats, I never had like that fucking working hard. Like that shit was never hard to me. Like I've never put in OD amount of time. Like I'm sleepy, fuck that, I'm gonna stay up. Never. I always went to sleep when I was tired. If I didn't feel like making beats, I didn't make beats. And it still happened. So I was blessed. So I'm saying that to say now that I'm kind of hungry for that shit again, I'm putting in work. And it's like, we all know what happens when you put in work. You know what I'm saying? When you put in work consistently, like when you fight, you get the new levels and shit. So I know what's about to come next. I know I'm gonna do it bigger and bigger and better. I'm getting better. I'm learning how to play keys and shit. I've never practiced. I just always did this shit for fun with my bros, getting high, making beats, and shit paid off. Shit was always paying off. So now I'm in a stage of my career where I'm like, fuck that shit. Like, what's gonna happen if I work?
Do you feel like you lost your hunger recently, or has it like always been like that, or like why do you feel like you lost your hunger, like, and how'd you get it back?
I don't feel like I lost my hunger. I don't feel like the hunger was ever there. Like,
what?
Yeah, it's weird.
That sounds crazy to say, bro.
Let me tell you this, because it's like when I first started making beats, I personally I smoke a lot of weed too. I can't recall everything, but yeah. I can't personally recall like wanting, like, I swear I would tell my bros is I don't want to be the best producer. Like, I don't care about that. Like, I don't care about being the best, being the nicest. I was literally just like, it was just fucking routine to make beats. Like, cook up, smoke, cook up. Like, that was my fun. Like, so, like, I wasn't hungry. I wasn't like, hey, let's make fucking 20 beats today. I need to make 30 tomorrow. I was like, if I feel like it, I feel like it. And every time I did not feel like it, I did not feel like it. In which I feel like that's kind of how it should be as art, because it shouldn't be a fucking job. It should be when you want to feel like it.
Well, they say like creative people, they procrastinate a lot. And I do that too.
Yeah.
Like you have to spend time doing nothing. Mm-hmm. For that, like that vibe to hit you. Because I feel like when you're like really creative and you're really tapping into that source, it's like some otherworldly thing, bro. Mm-hmm. Like when I have like really great ideas, like my best ideas, I honestly feel like that's not my idea. Mm-hmm. It just came from the ether.
Right.
I'm just like a magnet
out of nowhere.
I'm just like grabbing it, and I'm just. Mm-hmm. You told me before the podcast too that you watch Joe Rogan a lot now. Mm-hmm. Joe Rogan had a theory that I thought was pretty cool. He was like, "What if ideas are actual life forms?" Like an idea is alive, and it just exists like in the ether. And then it's like finding the person that it can go into to like that has the best chance of bringing that idea to life. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're saying you're coming up listening to stuff that's underground, not mainstream, pretty much since you were young.
Yeah, so, and I knew that, and I still listen to Playboi Carti to this day. Granted, I fiend for a little bit more substance, but I was saying that to say if they're listening to that now, it's just like that shit gonna keep growing and it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I got the kids are the future. I was talking to one girl and she told me you should always model your business around younger people because they are the future.
Well, I think the tricky part with that is they outgrow stuff quick.
And
So you can be a kid and love something, but 2 years later you're on to the next shit. And now there's new kids, and they might not like that anymore. They might be on some whole other shit
Facts.
now.
And that's what was scary about it to me, because it was like, I need to be on this, but it's like, I'm be for real. I probably have like, in the midst of me being in high school, being a SoundCloud head, I probably have 900 songs on my SoundCloud playlist that I don't play. And when I do play them bitches, they do not age well at all because it has no substance. And I do think that's a problem. I don't think that's going to go away. And it's like, as you get older and you go through more things, you fiend for substance. It's like you always going to listen to J. Cole, Forest Hill Drive, fucking that's Marvin's Room when you're sad. If nobody's, because that's not because the vibe or it's a sad song. He's saying shit like, I feel like the keys is what hold a lot of people back. Like
They don't know how to play keys?
A lot of my fellow producers, like, they could only click in melodies. You get what I'm saying? That soul that you were talking about, that bounce and shit, that come from, like, you ever listen to a jazz and the kickers just a little bit offbeat, but that shit give it that raw. You get what I'm saying? So I'm learning that playing the keys and that natural sound is going to give it a bounce that you
if it's not right on the beat every single time.
All these producers, even me prior, every beat is on every fucking beat. That shit hitting. Like, it's no all beat. You know what I'm saying? But essentially, it's no such thing as off beat. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it is. That's just my opinion, my way of saying it. But it's like, it's almost like painting. Like, nigga, who the fuck said you got to paint her hair black? Who said you couldn't paint it pink? Like, just make it look good. You
there
know what
are
I'm
no
saying?
rules.
Yeah, it's art. It's art. So I feel like that all beat and shit. I feel like the leveling up on the keys, that shit as a big game. Like, being able to be with somebody and make any kind of melody on the spot, a singer, and you be able to play some chords, or it's a dark artist, you know how to physically play dark keys, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like a hard part, people, as younger producers, we just fucking create, beat. And it's almost random because we're just pressing buttons. But it's like, to up your shit to the next level, I feel like you need to know why you did this and why this sounded like this. Why did this beat sound dark? Oh, that's because these two keys go together. And typically, when you play these two keys, it gives a dark sound. Or when you go down the scale, it sounds sad. Or when you go up, it sounds happy. If you don't know that, you can't make a happy beat for a happy artist or a sad beat for a sad artist. You just randomly pressing in shit. Which said it does work. But it's like, you want to be able to have a little bit more control over your shit. To go back on the conversation about hunger. So it's like, because Drake, bro, Drake always been my favorite artist, but because he hit me up so early, 2019, I'm 18, that shit kind of fucked my head up early. Like, imagine like the biggest nigga in the past 10 years want your beat. Yeah, you feel me?
That's my favorite artist too. We can get to that. Yeah.
So it's like, no, I didn't care to work with nobody else. Like, I worked with who I fuck with and who was I a fan of, but it like kind of fucked up my hunger. It's like, even now, it's like, it's not too many, like, so producers will set goals like, I want a song with this guy, I want a song with this guy. People wouldn't even put Drake up there because it's like so fucking big. Like,
I think I saw a tweet that you posted that I think you said the only placement like you're really reaching for right now is Gunna.
Yes, I want a Gunna placement bad. I fuck with Gunna. He's hard.
And also you said that the future Gunna album 2025 is going to go crazy.
Did I say future? I meant Young Thug.
Did you say Thug? No, you said Thug. You said Thug.
Yeah, I said, yeah.
You said Thug, but that was kind of surprising to me too because from what I see, they're not cool no more.
They're what?
So do you know some shit we don't?
I don't
like,
know shit.
Album on the way?
I don't know shit. I'm not part of that camp, but that's the thing. That's the thing. That's what's so fucked up about this shit. It's like,